Again, good afternoon, Africa. Good afternoon, the globe. We are happy that at least there is some progress in the Middle East. Peace, at least a ceasefire we might hold as days go by. But back in Africa, something is strange. What is strange in Africa today is Sudan. This is a country that I have stood, talked, cried, attended meetings in my private capacity and observing what takes place in their peace process. I attended the Geneva peace talks because I wanted something to happen for the two generals in Sudan to come to table, sit down, and have a peace process, hammer their differences, bring back peace in Sudan. While we are eager talking about Ukraine, while we are eager talking about the Middle East, it seems Africa is forgotten. Africa has been forgotten. Sudan conflict presents a very dangerous game of international politics, interests. The Americans themselves are friends of one of the people, of the generals. They are on the side of one of the generals. It is sad for us to sit here to pretend as if nothing is taking place, as if the war has ended in Sudan. The type of energy that we use to bring Hamas and Israel on table can easily be used to bring the two generals on table to hammer an agreement so that we end up having one Sudan without fragmenting this state into several states. I support all the efforts of other African states like Kenya, Uganda, and others that have tried to sit down the rebels and other commanders to organize themselves, to prepare themselves for the peace process. I call upon the American government, I call upon the European Union to come to put up a concrete plan. This piecemeal arrangement of Qatar, this peace arrangement of Kofi Annan Foundation, people sitting, eating, earning more allowances, is not going to bring peace in Sudan. The two generals are known where they are. We all know where they live. America knows where they live. I know where they live, both of them. I have done a thorough investigation on all of them. What they do, they are friends of mine that I knew way back in 1994. I call upon the seriousness of African Union, which apparently is just a mouthpiece of the French policies. But on this one, stand up and recognize a peace process. Put in energy. Come. My role is to make sure that you work, is to criticize you so that you can show to Africa that you are worth something. The African Union has let us down. You have not taken the lead in making sure that Sudan comes. We have a lot of inconveniences as a result of the war in Sudan. Our aircrafts pass very far, take longer time to reach Europe and to come back from Europe. The southern part of Africa is affected. The eastern, the Middle East, the Horn of Africa is affected because you have to rotate to go all the way to dodge all this oil that go that way in order to come to Europe or to return to Africa. These are costs. These costs are going back to the common people and the common countries on the African continent. Isn't it time, therefore, for the African Union to spearhead. I've written several documents. I've called on African Union. Mr. Chairperson, do you receive these documents? Do you acknowledge people's documents? What usefulness are you in this organization? You don't acknowledge people who give you advice. You are a failure. AU chairperson, you are a failure. You are more seen in conferences everywhere, in COMESA, you are everywhere wearing suits telling us you are an African Union chairperson. But what are you doing? You are chairperson of the Peace and Security, Ambassador Bankole, is an absentee on duty. I've written several documents to him to document these human rights abuses in several countries. He doesn't have them. I've looked for them. I'm always there. I have people who have told me they are not there. They don't exist. Isn't it time for us? Isn't it time for us to wake up? If we have not woken up, time has come for us to wake up. The African Union, please do something about Sudan. You endorsed the process in DRC Congo. You always wait for other people to do it, then you congratulate them. Why don't you lead the process? Why is the African Union not leading the process? You write letters of congratulation to Qatar, a peace process, pieces of peace of paper. DRC Congo is again on fire. It is going on. Africa is in chaos. If you look in Nigeria, it is gone. If you look in Southern Cameroon, you have sent there now observers to observe dead bodies, over dead bodies, elections on dead bodies. What type of organization? Where is the morality? Where has the morality gone? Where has the morality gone, Mr. Chairman of from Djibouti? Where has the morality gone? You send observers to a place, you don't condemn sham elections where people have been told to get out, where women are still, for 9 years, women are running up and down in Cameroon. You have sent observers to observe the graves. Thank you. As a human rights legal expert, international legal expert, I have no regrets but to speak my mind. Thank you.